Who determines your happiness? Is it me? Is it you? Is it your mom, your dad? Is it your husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend? Let me guess, your kids. Is it your finances, your career, your car, your house? What is it? Is it a shiny object? What is happiness? Is it fleeting? Is it attainable? Sometimes, who knows? This is Tammy C. Walker, the owner of Dreams Are a Reality. I created this channel to provide light and love. Let's get it. Before I get started, thank you, new subscribers. Thank you all for the likes, the comments. I appreciate you all so much. I want to talk about happiness. It is such a subject that I think it's something that we're all on a quest to find. Please hit like and subscribe. I forgot to say that. Don't be shy. Subscribe. So I don't care what color someone is. I don't care what background they came from. I don't care about their profession, if they have kids or not, if they are married or not. It doesn't matter. I think most sane people, some who are not mentally stable, we all, and I'm not making fun of anybody, but I'm just saying all of us, we are on a quest for happiness. What does it look like to you? And the thing is, all of us, we see happiness in a different set of lenses. I think as we get older, some people, they realize happiness is in family. You know, those grandkids. I have friends and my sister, the grandparents, it's just those grandkids just light their fire. You know, it takes the pressure off being a parent, but you're still a parent, but you give them back. But it's a different type of love. I think it's less pressure. I don't have kids, but it seems like a lot of pressure to make the right decisions for your kids. You know, like speaking with my sister, if your child, you know, if their mental health is being impacted, they're feeling down and out, that impacts the mom and dad. How can you have a great day knowing your child is suffering in some shape, form, or fashion? Even how can you feel super happy even if someone you love is in a bad place? I can, you know, I can still enjoy happiness, but they stay on my mind. You know, when my mom was ill, I'm not in a good place when my mom is very sick on her deathbed. How can I be out partying and having the best life ever knowing my girl was suffering like that? That's a bad feeling. What is happiness? You know, it looks different for all of us. It's kind of a what's the word I want to use? I can't even find the correct word. It's a mystery. That's how I want to describe it. It's a mystery because it's not, I don't want to say mystery. It's another word I want to use. I can't think of it right now. It's kind of a trick, and not in a bad way, but you discover it as you go along your journey. You might feel like, oh, I'm going to be happy. I'm, you know, ready to close on my 5-bedroom house. I'll be happy when I get that house. You know, that's what you're thinking. You're planning your wedding. It's the wedding of the century, downtown Chicago, by the Riverwalk, and you feel like, I know somebody that did that. I'm not no shade, but you think once we get married, you know, it's gonna be everything's gonna be great. I remember me being this 25-year-old buying a house in the suburbs in the 90s, me and my ex-husband, and oh, I wanted that house so bad, you all. I sat in front of it. I prayed. We got that house. I wish I was dead. You know, I'm not even keep talking about the past, but I was in such a bad relationship that I dreaded being in that house. I even started hating the house because it needed so many repairs that it was taking all of my money, and I didn't make a lot of money back in the 90s. It was daunting. It was, to this day, it still concerns me about home ownership from owning that home. But that's what I wanted. I thought it was going to bring me happiness. Sometimes we feel like, well, once I make more money, I'm going to be happy and you realize some of the people that do well, make six figures, or 200,000, even a millionaire, it's still unfulfilling. God bless my uncle's friend. Um, he's suffering. He's very, very ill, and this guy is very wealthy, and it always makes me pause. Matthew Perry, God rest his soul. I know you probably know his net worth, 120 something million. And this channel is never about be in poverty. I'm a believer. I'm a Christian. I'm gonna stay poor. Because sometimes religion can throw people off. And if you really study your Bible, God don't want you poor. Jesus, he didn't preach be poor. So these are man-made thoughts. I'm not saying I want to see, my viewers poor. I want to be poor. I'm saying that having money is not the cure for all things. Steve Jobs, he told us that. Listen to his speeches. The creator of Microsoft, that's Bill Gates, Lord, you all, Apple. I do these videos sometimes very early in the morning or very late, and neither one is good because your girl brain be fried and not awake. I'm not a morning person. But yes, Steve Jobs told us that happiness for me, I'm gonna tell you what happiness is for me. I'm at my best when I can service my clients well. I have a good day at my school. I have a good Saturday with my clients in person. Happiness is being at my sister's house drinking some margaritas. She makes some good margaritas. Happiness is being with my uncle. He lives off the beach here in Chicago, and going over there, all of us, it'd be a big family affair. It's good times. Happiness is when I was in Fort Lauderdale with the love of my life, being on the beach at a 5-star hotel. There's a big difference. That was very happy. Happiness is playing tennis. Happiness is my great nephew giving me big hugs, which he gave me yesterday. That's happiness. Sitting across the table. I'm more of a one-on-one diner. I love dining with my friends one-on-one, sitting across the table from them, and just talking about our ambitions, our life, our past, our present, our future. That's happiness. Being on the phone with a dear friend for 2-3 hours. Oh, I love it. I love it. I know people get off on texting and social media and all this stuff, and it's nothing like a good conversation. Happiness is being with my cousin in Nashville. Oh, I love my cousin. And that's happiness. Being with my auntie. That's happiness. I just left there a few weeks ago. A month ago now. Oh, that's scary. And I want to make that a tradition. Go back each year, and we may be meeting up in Alabama. Mardi Gras originated in Mobile, Alabama, for those of you who didn't know. So maybe I'll meet up with them in February. But that's happiness for me. Having money in the bank and the savings in my retirement, all my bills are paid. That makes me happy. I don't have to worry. I don't have to stress about finances. That's a stressor. Happiness is going to that doctor and they tell me, Tammy, when they tell me you are cancer free. I don't know. Can anybody be any happier than that? Happiness for me was going to concerts with my beloved mom. We had so much fun. I miss my mom so much. And happiness was going to Tennessee with my family, my parents, driving down there and spending a week down there. We did that most summers. And I can go on and on. You all don't want to keep hearing about my stuff. What is happiness for you? Happiness was getting my master's degree in social work. I never felt so proud. So what is it for you? Sometimes it's not connected with material things. And sometimes that does provide us some sort of happiness. I don't think nothing feels better than somebody loving you. That is a good feeling, to know you are loved. That's a good feeling. We put our happiness in the hand of somebody else. Sometimes when we end a relationship with somebody or they break up with us, we spend time mad at them and not trusting again, and we think we're getting them back. Don't ever let anybody steal your joy. Of course, after breakups, we're going to be angry, but let it pass by eventually and get back on that horse and ride again, because you're hurting yourself. You have to remember, people are selfish, and while you're spending time angry and mad at them, they're in Hawaii You're in Jamaica on some island. People don't think about you the way you think about them. It's a daunting truth, but it's a truth. Always put yourself first. Don't be scared to say, you know what? No, I'm not gonna be able to do that. No, that doesn't line up with my values. Don't be afraid to say that. Or I'm gonna be happy alone. Something I said I look forward to getting some wood and starting a fire in my fireplace. I just moved here in February, but I wasn't in the mood for a fireplace. But it looked, hey, outside of Chicago. It's going to be cold, and maybe for the holidays, I'll be having me a little fire and have me a little glass of wine with the fire to curl up with a nice book or watch a good movie. That's happiness. And hey, if somebody want to join me, I'll still be happy either way. Plan things if you're single. Plan things by yourself and find that happy spot. I was gonna say that sweet spot. Both. Find that happiness. This is how you attract someone into your life, because you're in a place of contentment. Don't say I'll be happy when I meet the love of my life, the lady. Be happy now. Go to the gym, work out. If Starbucks makes you happy, go there and hang out in there and have your favorite drink. It's cold now in some of these places, so get you a drink, warm yourself up. Get on the phone, check in on people. These are things that give people joy. Pull away from social media as much, except for YouTube and watching my channel, and connect more in person with people. And you're going to see the happiness come back, the positive people. Avoid toxic people. Avoid watching CNN all day and hearing all the bad news that's scaring people and causing anxiety. If you are struggling with your mental health and you have the capacity, you have the strength, solicit help. Don't sit there and suffer in silence. We are here for you. I hate to bring this up on this video, but I heard something very disturbing. The shooter in Maine, he had mental health issues, which this is very common when we have these shootings. I don't know, my voice trying to go out. Hold on, you all. It's common when we have these shooters that they have had mental health issues. They've told their family, the family know. And a common theme in me being a social worker, a licensed social worker therapist, they hear voices. And this is what made me understand suicide, because I used to be real judgmental. How could somebody kill themselves? They're not going to heaven. Or why would they take their own life? Until I got into this field and work with clients and patients that say, I hear voices all day. Imagine that. Just think right now how you feel now. And imagine hearing a voice all day. Kill yourself. You should jump. You should jump off that building. You should giving them cues to do things, to self-harm or harm others. That's a lot. That's a lot to go through. So, getting back to the state of Maine, they only have 87 mental health providers. 2,000 people in Maine are waiting for mental health services. Now, they can do video. And if people are licensed, like I'm licensed in Illinois, I want to get licensed in DC. I think I might pick Florida too. Maybe. No shade to you, Florida. But I want to get, maybe Georgia. I want to get licensed in a couple of other places. So if someone is up in the New York area, or even here in Illinois, they can get licensed in Maine and assist some of those people via video. Of course, we can't in person unless we're there. But mental health is a huge thing right now. And sometimes clients will reach out to me and like, oh, I need an appointment right away. I'm booked. I do mine part-time, but my books are booked mostly. Even with the holidays coming, people usually cancel, but not the last couple of years. It still stays busy because of COVID, and mental health it's just a time now where people are more focused on it. Get help if you are feeling depressed or down or anxious. Reach out, even though I know I just said we're very busy. There will be somebody that can help you. Illinois is much better than Maine, but it was just sad to hear that. Happiness is not impossible to attain, But don't tie it to, I'll be happy when I get that house. I'll be happy when all my bills are paid off. I'm going to be so happy when I get married. I'll be happy when I have my baby. Because what happens is you're happy for that moment until your husband pisses you off. You're happy until the baby keeps you up all night. You're not going to be thinking you're happy when you are sleep deprived. Maybe some people would, but happiness is fleeting. There's always something that's going to come along and rock your world in a good way or a bad way. But find those things that bring you joy and do them over and over. And if connecting with positive people is one of them, do more of that. If going to the gym makes you happy, do more of that. Listening to music, do more of that. Whatever it is that makes you happy, lean into that. Don't let people steal your joy, and don't depend on them to bring you happiness, because that is going to be very disappointing if they decide to leave. Always remember, everybody has free will to walk out of your life. Everybody. We got to stand on our own 2 feet. Tammy C. Walker signing off. Let me know what you think. Drop me some comments. Thank you all for always commenting. Hustlers is the best. He always dropped me a comment. And have yourself a beautiful week. Bye-bye.